What's going on, guys? Ted from Immersion here, and I just wanted to follow up. I mentioned it in the character folio video, and some of you asked about it. I sent some of you guys the link, but I wanted to just do a follow-up on another kind of D&D DIY stuff, all about spell cards and item cards and things like that. If you guys followed the other tutorial that I just recently did about creating your own game folio, and you want to make your own spell cards, make your own item cards as a player or a DM. I just wanted to share some links with you and just kind of show you guys some of the options that are out there. So this is olddungeonmaster.wordpress.com. This is where I found my link, so I will share the link in the description for you guys. But as you can see right here, update now, more cards on the sheet, and you can see there's color cards as well. So if we click this 5e blank spell cards right here, this will open up, and here you go. You have your all red spell cards. There are 8 per 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I would recommend buying a white cardstock and printing them on that, just so they have a little more rigidity to them. If you're going to put them in a slot in like a sheet of for holding cards, you also could go through the effort of making up these and then printing them and then laminating them to have your own version if that's something you wanted to do. I would say only probably do these cards if you're using a very limited number of spells or you're making your own spells. You also can click down here on the bottom if you want to get them in all the various colors. So, I mean, this would be kind of an effort, but you could you could copy the same card to get the same color if you wanted to do. These are Druid cards, these are Bard cards, you get the point. However, I do want to bring your attention to this link right here, D&D Next Spell Card Generator. These look familiar, they all have weird hats and mustaches, but let's say you're playing a cleric. And we go ahead and click the cleric, and look at this. I don't know, maybe once it loads. Oh, what's that? Is that every single cleric card already printed and already good to go? And I believe there's some things that are a little bit off. Like normally on the spellbook cards, the material components will be included, the actual physical cards, right here next to the material component. However, it does say concentration. It does show it right there. So it's out in the open, it's easy to read, rather than the other ones which just say, the first generation cards just say up to a minute if it's concentration, and the new ones have a big C. But you can see this is an A4 portrait, 9 cards per page. Let's check a couple things. It looks like, and it does down the bottom here, show domain cards. So life domain, light domain, and so on. Let's check spiritual weapon, because I know that's one that they printed incorrectly. Oh, and I like this. I didn't realize this. This dark bar here is only for ones with material components. As you can see, Prayer of Healing doesn't have that because it doesn't have a material component. Spiritual weapon. Okay, see? In the spellbook card, it said, the first generation of the spellbook cards, it says that spiritual weapon has a duration of 1 minute, and that's just clearly wrong. So that's adjusted. It also shows the type of spell in the bottom right. I don't know if it does that. Evocation, transmutation. I'm not sure it shows that on the existing spell cards. None of them are in reach, so we'll just have to take a guess. But here you go, guys. Go right over here. You can download these again and print these from right here. So that's all of the spell cards you could want. There were some issues like spells missing in the previous ones. I like that Warlock. I didn't realize this, because normally you just get Arcane, which covers Sorcerer, Wizard, and Warlock. This has Warlock separated out. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense to kind of print these out and have these be separate, because there are different spells. So I like that's one thing that's different. And if you click down here, monsters for the DM, it also has sort of, they're not spell cards, but basically a card to show you, at a quick glance, like this is for an acolyte. Here's all of their hit points, their actions. Here's an adult blue dragon, things like that, to give you a quick reference guide if you wanted to either download these and keep them on hand, print them out, cut them out, and have them in like a separate little folder, or whatever you want. I just thought these were pretty cool. I think aquatic trolls were elemental evil specific, so the fact that they're here is pretty cool. So, I also wanted to show you again from olddungeonmaster.wordpress.com. Here are these are what they call cards for all occasions. This is what I used for my magic items. You'll see there are some ones here already. Some of these are, you can see at the bottom: magic item, trait, feature, characteristics, weapon, tool, condition. You can go nuts and make these however you want to. Here's a barbarian, reckless attack. Here's the charlatan kind of character information. Just a couple of weapons, conditions. Go nuts. I mean, you can do whatever you like with these. I think that's what I have here. Yeah. So it was just a short little video just to show you guys that these options are out there if you take the time to look. And a lot of this stuff is free. You can download it, print it out yourself. It might not be a bad idea if you download the file to take it rather than printing it, especially if you're going to go one of the color versions. Rather than going and printing them on your own computer at home, wasting your ink, it might not be a bad idea to look into going to like a Staples or a Copy Hut or whatever kind of photocopy place, because you may be able to, if you're doing the cards, get them printed and laminated all in one go, and then you can just cut them and you have your own set of cards. Now, I don't know whether or not that's going to be cheaper than actually purchasing the cards themselves, but they are almost always, especially currently, out of stock at Gale Force 9, the company that produces them. They say they're going to be back in stock in early 2017. No idea when that means. They could be in stock right now, but over the past 2 or 3 years, every time I've emailed, messaged, tweeted anything at Gale Force 9 to ask for their assistance, or a little bit of information when we can expect new things, when we can expect things to be back in stock, I have never received an answer. So I feel like you might be better off just doing this yourself. But again, if you know you're going to play a short game, a one-shot, why go out and purchase the cards if you can print them all for free? Or download those cards and put them on, a tablet, and you have them all for quick reference. Aside from all the apps that are out there that would do basically the same thing. So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this short little D&D DIY video. Again, all the links to everything you've seen will be in the description if you want to check any of those things out. So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.